Hi guys, we're going to talk about how you can improve your critical thinking skills. So as 6th graders, we need to start working on our critical thinking skills. You always see them at the end of our reading stories, the think critically questions, the analyze the text, all those types of questions. And some of our answers can be pretty broad or very not elaborate as 6th graders should be thinking. So I've come up with some tips for us to talk about that we can help improve our critical thinking skills. So these are the 4 tips we're going to talk about. Slowing down, and that there's more than one right answer, believe it or not. Discussing your answer with a friend and comparing, and then being original. Okay, so let's start with slow down. When you read a question, you need to slow down and think about what exactly it's asking you. Instead of just jumping straight to the question, I want you to reread it and really think, what is this question asking me to answer? Okay? If you need to, go back and reread some of the sections from your reading to help you figure out what exactly it's asking. Okay? And finally, in true teacher fashion, I'm going to tell you not to rush just because you want to get it done, don't want to have homework. That doesn't usually result in the best answer. We want to think about what it's really asking you and really answer that. Don't stop until you're proud of your answer. Next, there is more than one right answer when we're talking about think critically questions, or even just thinking critically in general, not just answering questions, but just thinking in general. So it is true, there is more than one right answer. And there can be more than one right answer anytime you critically think, not just in reading, but in math and in science and social studies, all of our subjects that we work on. Everyone's brain thinks differently. Yours thinks differently than your best friends, than your neighbors, than your enemy. It doesn't matter. Everyone thinks differently. So even though your answer may be different than the person sitting next to you, doesn't mean that your answer is wrong. The best way to support that your answer is correct is to go back and cite your text evidence. Okay. Another good tip is for you to discuss it with a friend or a small group. So after you've come up with a good complete answer, you need to get with a small group and take ideas from them. Maybe someone in that group will have a different idea than you did, and that's perfectly fine. You don't want to take their answer just because you liked it, but take the parts that you like and combine it with your own to make it a really good, complete thought. And it also makes your answer a little deeper than it was before. And finally, I want you to be original, okay? Don't let your friend or your group member's thoughts persuade your own. Just because they like the color blue doesn't mean you have to like the color blue. Same goes for critical thinking. You can use their ideas and their thoughts, but don't overdo it. Okay, I want to know what you think. All right. And that's it. Great. Good luck.